I think it's a very unfair expectation to put on yourself or to have somebody put on you that you should already know what you're supposed to do in your life, especially in your 20s. Get out of here. What do I think about young people not knowing to do with their life? I would say, I think that's pretty normal. There's a lot of things that we need to get a lot better at in our society, and some things we're starting to figure out. But to put pressure on a kid to know what he should do with himself is super unrealistic. Enjoy life. Part of, figuring out who you are and what you want to do is the journey of life. And I think putting pressure on kids to know what they should, to feel like they should already know what they want to do is both unfair and unrealistic and leads to a lot of really dumb decisions and puts a lot more stress on them than needs to be. That's for the realm of adults. And to me, adulthood really is more like your 40s, 50s, 60s, not your 20s and 30s. And a lot of cultures throughout the ages have seen it that way too. Let young people figure out who they are and teach them three things: awareness, honesty, and responsibility. Teach them how to become aware of themselves and others. Teach them how to be honest with themselves and others. And then teach them how to take responsibility for themselves. Then who they are and what they're about will naturally begin to come out over time. So I think it's a very unfair expectation to put on yourself or to have somebody put on you that you should already know what you're supposed to do in your life, especially in your 20s. Get out of here. Your 20s are really the time to make big bets. Get to know people. Go visit other countries. Open up your experiences. Don't shut yourself off. And I promise you, whatever is in you will come out. If you plant a peach seed, or a peach pit as it actually is, in the ground, you're only going to get a peach tree. That is the only thing it can possibly produce. And every one of us have seeds of greatness in us that is meant to be unlocked by putting ourselves in fertile ground. And when you begin to grow, who you naturally are will come out. So be at peace with the process and don't try to figure out everything at once. You're going to be okay. By the way, I get asked a lot of times, what is the thing I would have gone back and told myself when I was a kid? It's that. Because I felt I was in such a rush. I came into this world in such a rush because I know why I'm here. And it was such a rush to get it done that I just cheated myself out of so much of my childhood because I always wanted to be somewhere I wasn't yet. And no matter where I was, it's like, it's always the next thing. It's always the next thing. And in fact, when you grow and develop into the person you're meant to be, you have no choice but to become exactly what you always have been.